All right. Let's see what we do with this here. So there's a lot to be said for success in consistency and the success that's had from being consistent. You know, a lot of people are actually successful because they showed up every day. And that is the key to their success. It's not that they were the smartest or the fastest or the most skilled or talented or any of that. But what it is that they showed up every day and they just did what they had to do. They were just grinding, right? So if you do that, your chances of success are much, much greater if you're consistent. Consistency. It's like going to the gym, right? You go to the gym, 1 week out of a month, well, that's not really going to do very much. If you go, 3 times a week, every single week, for a year, and then 2 years, and then 3 years, that's going to have a big payoff for you. You can probably hear my crazy dog running around. Let's see if any of you like crazy dogs. See that crazy dog over there? Yeah, he's a kook. So anyways, that's what I have to say about consistency. And one of the things that I've learned when I was in sales especially was that, I wasn't the best every day. A lot of days I'd be the best, but a lot of days I wasn't the best. But what it was for the whole week was that I showed up every day and that I worked every day, all day. So what you're going to want to do is consistently work hard, consistently find solutions. And one of the things for me is that goes hand in hand with consistency is efficiency. So, I like to have a particular way that I'll do things, and the reason that I like to do that is because I found that this way is efficient. I'm always looking for better ways, but at the same time I'm not looking to reinvent the wheel. So I am looking for ways all the time to become more efficient, but things that already are as efficient as they can be, or things that really and truly are sufficiently efficient, those things I don't try to change. Like, I'm not going to try and change a huge part of my routine every day that I've been doing for so long that it is sufficient enough. So there is that balance, right? You always have to find a balance with everything, right? It's the big Eastern philosophy, right? The balance and the yin and the yang, Daniel-san. So efficiency and consistency, those are the things that I find make a big deal of difference in my life. It's not that I'm the best at what I do or any of that, because there's many reasons that I'm not. I just happen to be good at the things that I do because I work really hard at it, and I'm always looking for ways to improve upon the systems that I have in place. And the other thing is, what's dangerous about having money is that you don't actually always need money. It's not always money that you can throw at a problem to fix the problem. A lot of times it's not money. It's actually not money. In most cases, it's not money. A lot of times it might just be the way in which a system is set up. You might need to structure that differently, or one of the things that I you kind of learn from computers, is if it's not a 1, it could be a 0. So sometimes you've been using, for instance, sometimes the light switch has always been in the off position, but sometimes to be more effective, you need to turn the light switch to the on position. Therefore, you have more light in the room and you can see what you're doing. if that makes any sense. So sometimes, trying the opposite is a good thing to try. Uh, you know, um, and sometimes maybe just rearranging things, or any number of things. Any number of things might be the key to not spending money to fix the problem. Because a lot of times you might throw money at the problem, but there's no payoff really. You're not getting anything out of it at the end. So, throwing money at it is just money that you just lost, you just wasted. Right? Or like, when you're out there with your stove, your wood stove there, sometimes the answer might not be to throw some more fuel in there, some lighter fluid or something like that, right? Sometimes the answer might be to find some smaller tinder and use that to get the fire going. It's free. It takes a little bit more work, but it's better in the end because it didn't cost you money. Your fire doesn't have any possible carcinogens put into it. So you're gonna have a cleaner fire. Your food's gonna be cleaner. I mean, I'm guessing. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's free. So it didn't cost anything. So I'm all for that. Because I don't mind spending money. I'm the type of person, I don't mind to spend money. I'm not scared to spend money. I'm not opposed to spending money. But if it's spent on the right thing, it has to be spent wisely. And when I do spend, because I'm not scared to spend, I'm more likely to buy the premium product as opposed to the cheaper product. And I will expect that I will take care of it and it will last. And it will do the job better for longer. Now, it's not always the case, because one thing I did learn is that like with bicycles, you can get the shitty, Shimano 105, and it's going to be heavier, and all that, and it's not as much on the performance side, but it sure does last a heck of a lot longer than like the Dura Ace, right? The Dura Ace just like wears out in a season or two, depending on how much you ride. And if you're a Sunday rider, then the Dura Ace probably going to last you a long time. But if you're out there putting a couple $100K a week or more on your bike, you're going to wear those Dura Ace